Lavender here to do a planning video. I have my planner ready. Someone already put this sticker here. I guess as a way to show what we wanted to do with this. Instead of going traditional, this is a almost copper tone, so it's very gorgeous. I have got a wonderful little candle here beside me. I absolutely love the way that it looks on the sides, and if you look closely you can see there's little sparkles inside the candle, which I think is adorable. This was purchased secondhand, and it looks like it may have been homemade because the wax is uneven and it had not been burned yet. So to go with that, I have an incense stick that I just purchased. We were out of the smells that I enjoy, so I got this Nagchampa, I believe is how you say it, but that may be incorrect. That's just the way that I've always said it. So we are going to light that. There's nothing quite like lighting a fresh incense after it's been a while, you know, when your room doesn't quite smell like incense anymore. Which, to be fair, I did light some yesterday, but they were not as strong as these are. So hopefully this will give a stronger, longer lasting smell to my room. Before we get started with planning, I did want to do a quick card pull. This is a deck that I got years ago from the Goddess box. It's a subscription full of mystical and skincare things. I think even I've gotten some chocolate in that before. It's completely vegan and cruelty free. I had the subscription as a gift from my mom, so I got that for I think almost a full year, and a lot of the things that I got there I still use. They're really high quality. I love these. These were made by a Black artist from Harlem, I believe. I don't have the paperwork anymore, but if my memory serves me, that is where this is from. These are just different crystals, and it just gives you one word kind of explanation as to what the crystal does. Obviously very watered down and, you know, simple since it's just one word. But I think these are fun. We used to pull a full reading for each spread that we did back when I was fronted more, and I just think it's a fun thing to do. So I'm going to pull the top card, and this is organization. It's fluorite. So that is going to be kind of my thought process for this spread, I guess. I don't know how to say that. It's my focal point for the spread. It will be organization. So we'll do it that way. I am very excited to be doing this. I do need to grab these as well. I do know that there are some matching Christmas stickers in here that will match. And see, I don't know if it picks up because of the glare, but these are copper toned rather than a traditional gold or even a rose gold. This is very different copper. It may be hard to match with other stickers that we may have, but it's just so cute and very different from what we normally would do. So I'm going to set this aside and pick out some washi tapes. If we have any that I like with that, I will put them on there. So we have our first container of washi. And we will just pick, I have the expander discs on my Happy Planner, so it's not going to lay flat, but we'll do our best. So, don't think I'll be wanting to use any of those. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. I'm really not sure which ones I might want to use. Most of these have gold. Or are just not very Christmassy. I celebrate Christmas, not for religious reasons. I celebrate it to give gifts and as like a nostalgia thing, a tradition thing, because I always celebrated it growing up and it makes me happy to give gifts. So that's pretty much the extent of Christmas, but I would say that I do celebrate it in that way. I'm not really seeing any that I'm thrilled about. This might be a good option. It brings in some deeper colors, so that might be nice. And I also might like this one with it. I don't know. This one seems more holiday, I think. So we'll go with that one. Close that up. And here is our second box. Let's see if there's anything in here that I like. Yeah, I'm just not seeing any that I'm super thrilled with for this particular design. So I don't think I'll be using any of those either. Okay, so I guess we'll just get started here. If I can find the end of it, there we go. So, as I said, my name is Lavender. I feel like that is a pretty good explanation of my personality, my role in the system. I have been around for a very long time. I love the way it sounds. Such a nice sound. I have been around for a very long time. I have, I guess, fronted, expressed myself outwardly, if you want to use those terms, for many years of our life. When we lived in our first house with our spouse, the first place we lived together, I was fronted for a good bit there. If you know me personally, then you may recognize some of the things I might be interested in, or time periods that you may have known me through. I love crystals very much, as you can see. Hopefully it's in shot, but I have lined my entire desk with crystals, so that kind of just brings good energy and good intentions to this week that I am decorating. I fronted last night for the first time in a very long time. The first time since we were aware that it was DID. And I just sat and journaled. I also drew a picture of our entire inner world. Very rudimentary drawing. No details like furniture or wall colors or anything like that. I may do that, but for now it was more of a way to show how the inner world looks right now. I also took that time to make sure that everyone in the system had their own room if they wanted their own room. So that everyone can feel cozy. And I think it's important for systems in general just to have spaces for everyone to rest. I think that's very important, and to have self-expression in their room. So, of course, we built Adam an office. That way, oh my goodness. That way, he has an area separate from his room where he can get things done. The conference room is not set up to be like an office area, so there's nowhere that he can really spread out. Also, he holds a lot of information that not all of the people in the system need to know, and it needs to kind of be separate. So, I think that was really nice for us to be able to build him an office so that his room is his safe place, very calm. It's almost like a job, you know, and everyone needs to feel like their job isn't all that they are, especially Adam and Sage. So Sage doesn't need an office, but she needed a very big room. So we did alter her room a bit, made it much bigger, made her bathroom much bigger and her closet much bigger. And I also placed their updated rooms, I guess, on a different floor. That way they're able to kind of be apart from the conference room so that they can have some time to rest. We have a lot going on right now, and I think it's important to, as they're taking care of us, to be able to take care of themselves as well. So we did that. I think that is so pretty, so we'll use that one. I'm trying to keep it in frame while also not catching my sticker book on fire because I have a candle and incense going very close to where my hands are. These are very flimsy stickers, which is fine. They're just hard to work with, I think. Okay. I may peel those off camera just so that I don't have to worry about a fire. I think that's pretty. We tried filming a video last night, of what we had done. We filmed it and everything, but it was just super clunky and very disheveled. It was hard to follow, so I ended up not posting it, but this is what we ended up doing. I even wrote that it was designed by Serenity and Lavender because Serenity started it and I finished it. But I think this is a very pretty spread. It was inspired by this one sticker in particular, and we kind of just got creative with some pen and some watercolors and just kind of had fun with it. So I definitely want to bring that same energy to this spread and just kind of make it creative and try to have some fun with it. Let's see. I do think I will want more, but I would like to wait because I think I may want to layer some stickers. So I'm going to hold off on adding more from that line, I guess. I do not have any appointments as of right now for this time period, but I may because I guess I could have showed you this before, but here on the 13th of this month, I finally get to see a, what is it? It's a GI doctor. There's a name for it. And I can never remember what it is called, but I'm seeing a GI specialist on the 13th. I'm very excited. I have to go give labs at hematology again tomorrow because they're doing a very fancy special test that has to be done within a certain time frame of giving blood so that everything is still live, is the way that they explained it, that they have to check. Basically, they're checking to see if my platelets are functioning because I have enough of them, but the question now is, are they working properly? So because the test is complicated for people to actually run, I have to go give it again because when I gave it the other day, they let it sit too long and it was no good. So I have to go and give another 5 vials of blood I gave, I think, 9 vials of blood in total. So there are some tests that they were able to run with the blood that I had already provided, but I do have to go back and give more. So it's not that big of a deal, but it is a little bit inconvenient because we have to go inside the hospital. That's where hematology is inside of our hospital, and we have to go alone. You know, no one else can be, because it's in the cancer center, so no one else can come with me. I'll have to do that on my own, which is fine. Very happy that they're adamant about keeping everyone safe and not introducing more germs than needed, but it means that I have to, go and I have to give my ID each time, and just kind of like a long process to do, because I went the first time for the consultation, and then I had to go back the next day to do the labs because it can only be done at certain time, because that's the only time that the specialty people are working that will be able to perform the test. So I had to come back the next day to be able to give the blood to take the test. So now I have to go back during the morning and give blood for them to do it again. And I really hope that they are able to use it, because I am not in a place nutritionally where I can continue giving blood indefinitely. I am very sick. I'm barely able to eat. So it's really just not good for me to continue giving blood all the time without being replenished, because I am super dehydrated. I actually started crying during my consultation because they said they couldn't help with the GI stuff, and I think part of me hoped that they would be able to, because I was already in the hospital and I'm so ill, but they, were not able to do that. So I am going to go to a GI specialist, which I'm very grateful they got me in so soon, because if you follow my channel, you'll know that I had to wait 3 months to get an endocrinology appointment. Then I had to wait another 3 months to get to my hematologist, and I was very concerned that I would have to wait until another 3 months to see GI. But when I was explaining my symptoms and my diet that I'm actually able to eat, and the amount I'm throwing up and everything, the doctor was very concerned, and I'm very grateful. He said that he would knock on the doors of the GI place if he had to, but he was going to get me put at the very top of the priority list. And he kept true to his word, because I got a call the very next day to schedule for the 13th. Which is very exciting. I feel very blessed to not have to wait any longer, because I think one of the things that really set it, where it was like, oh, okay, you really need to get in, because I was asking, at what point do I need to go to the hospital for, malnutrition or something, because I'm not able to eat very much at all, and I am, throwing up. a very limited amount of foods that are even safe for me to eat, as far as like they digest, I guess, because everything else just doesn't digest and it comes back up the same way it went down. But I'm eating, like, I can eat a yogurt, not a heavy yogurt, but like the Silk almond milk yogurt. The Greek ones are too heavy. Other ones are too heavy. That seems to be the only one that is light enough. And I'm able to eat like granola that's not too sweet. So I have some granola that I'll put on top of my yogurt. I don't know what is trying to come back up right now because I have been sipping on my coffee since this morning and I have not eaten. And I've already took a gummy so that I don't throw up, so I really don't know what's going on, but seeing if any of these, but they all have gold. If you have noticed, we did organize our stickers. We are still very much in the process of organizing them, but we got these from the dollar store and labeled them, and we are organizing them that way. Very excited about that. So yeah, when we go to GI, we will definitely schedule more appointments. I am hopeful that they will order the gastroparesis test first, because I have so many, I pretty much have all these symptoms of it. The only symptom that isn't visible at this point is weight loss. I have lost a couple pounds, like literally just 2 pounds since I was at the doctor's last got a weight check, but that is due to all of my medications. Growing up, I was doing really well if I could maintain like a health, like 100 pounds, and we always knew it was due to my eating. It just, like, I kept getting sick, but we never connected the dots really that it could be something like that. I'd never heard of that before, and I had never gone to a GI doctor. But if you take that into consideration, I have had every symptom of it my entire life. Looking back even to elementary school times. So sorry, I am knocking into this thing. I am not used to it. And now you're crooked. I'm so sorry. Look at that. Hot mess. At least you can still see the bottom of the washi. So I'm hoping that they will order the test sooner rather than later, because I just don't know how much longer I can safely be just eating this. I can eat applesauce sometimes, but sometimes it's too acidic. I learned yesterday I cannot drink juice. Tried drinking juice and that did not go well. I really can't eat much. I can't eat french fries. I can't eat pasta. I can't eat so many of my favorite foods. Pretty much can't eat any of my favorite foods at this point, which is really discouraging. Okay, I'm gonna get my bigger book and see, because I can hear people, and I can hear people in my head. It sounds so strange, but I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I can hear people saying to check the bigger sticker book, that it may have more of the stickers that I would like. So give me 2 seconds. I'm pretty much just gonna lean over and grab it, but I'll be off camera. Okay. Oh. Okay, I got it. That's gonna be something else that I can't put up here because I don't want to start a fire. I feel like that wouldn't be great today. Oh, oh my goodness. This is insane. Absolutely. Just gonna set these down here then. That way I can set this up here. So yes, hopefully I will have appointments to go on this sheet. I'm very hopeful. I'm not sure what will be done because I have tried so many different things. Tried pretty much any, not any, but many psych meds to help. It is not anxiety. I have tried many nausea medicines and none of them work. Even taking edibles, that helps the most, but even still, it does not actually stop throwing up. It just helps with the nausea that I feel, which is double-sided, because if I don't feel the nausea, then I have no heads up for when I'm going to throw up, and it kind of just comes out of nowhere. So